officially here, Super Bowl Sunday, and you are looking at a live picture of Raymond James Stadium.
This right here is where the Bucs will battle it out with the Chiefs to be crowned champions.
Kickoff is in 7.5 hours. Good morning to you. Welcome to News Channel 8's Road to the Big Game special. I'm Avery Cotton.
And I'm David Espinosa-Hall. Thanks for joining us. News Channel 8 is your and the official Bucs station. And guess what? We are getting you ready for that big game. Our
team is covering every angle for you. We begin, though, with Paul Lamison, who is an Eagle 8 HD, flying over Raymond James Stadium. Paul, can you believe it? It is game day, my friend.
No, I mean, this is amazing. This is like Christmas morning when you're a kid. It's just so hard to believe. Here, I'm going to move the camera out and show you. There's the stadium. Look how beautiful it is. Now, look down here. This is, if you're coming to the game, this is where all the fun stuff is happening before the game. That stage right there, that's where Miley Cyrus will be performing, and she'll do her Party in the USA. In fact, she should change it to Party in Tampa Bay. I won't sing it for you. And then in here in the stadium, people already in the stadium. Well, at least the cardboard cutouts. And then there's some people just walking around. And the pirate ship is there. Fire the cannons. Look at the Super Bowl flag. They have it down, ready to set sail. So here you go. One more look. Because after a while, they're going to keep us 30 miles away from this stadium. They don't want us flying anywhere close. But I'll give you a look for now. So Avery, David, I'll throw it back to you guys.
Got the best seat in the house. All right, thanks a bunch, Paul Lamison and Eagle 8 HD. All right, so tonight's game sure to be exciting. Here we have sports director Dan Lucas in the house, and you have been quite busy this week.
Oh, this has been fun.
Yeah,
this has been fun for sure.
And I know you've talked with Coach Arians and a lot of the players this week. So what's their mindset going into the big game?
Well, can you imagine waking up this morning as a Bucs player in your first Super Bowl, let alone the guys who have done this before?
In your hometown.
Yeah, Bruce Arians, his message to the team last night was simple. Get the job done. That was the inspirational speech, by the way, finish the job. They watched a funny video last night as a team. Apparently it's a tradition when they go on the road of the previous game, like bloopers of the mic'd up clips and that. So they're as loose as they can be. I'm watching Cam Brate during pregame warmups tonight, number 84, the tight end, because he has a sore back, and I think he's going to play, but he's an important piece of this offense, has gotten a bigger role, and they need him to be comfortable, able to reach up, make those catches.
Yeah, and I know there's obviously the big talk is with the quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. The age difference there, what, Mahomes was 6 when Tom Brady got his first Super Bowl. How's it looking for them?
Well, Tom Brady better protect the football. He threw 3 straight interceptions against the Packers and got away with them. The defense bailed him out. That he won't get away with that tonight. Patrick Mahomes, you know, he runs, he's elusive, but he's not that fast. I think if the Bucs can keep him in the pocket tonight, they're going to have a chance to really contain him. He'll beat you with his arm if you give him all day. But last time they played in November, the Bucs blitzed him with several players. He only needed about 4. They blitzed with 5 and 6. Mahomes just picked out those fast receivers who were out on the open field. Oh, it was 17-0.
Yeah.
Chiefs before we knew it. So don't do that tonight in the first quarter.
Defense has been such a huge player, too, especially in the playoff season. So obviously we're going to want them
playing very well. This is what the championship teams do. They go during the postseason, and that's what the Bucs have done.
All the way to the top. Dan Lucas joining us this morning. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next half hour.
Yep.
David.
Time is 11:03, and in the news today, with the game just hours away, there's a lot of activity to get everything ready for kickoff at Ray J. That's exactly where we find 8 on your side's Marco Villarreal. Good morning, Marco.
Hey, good morning, David. Yeah, out here it's all about safety as the preparations are in the final stages before the crowd starts showing up out here. And one of the things they're going to be focusing on, of course, is the COVID-19 safety. And so they've got these monitors all around the stadium that are reminding people to continue to wear their mask, to socially distance themselves from others, if at all possible. And there's speakers that are going to be having announcements as well throughout the area. Now, earlier this morning, I got a chance to speak with Sheriff Chad Chronister here in Hillsborough County, and he says today is the culmination of 2 years worth of preparing. All week they have worked to keep people safe. When it comes to human trafficking, they've been able to rescue some victims, he says, and put away some really bad people. They've also teamed up with the NFL to seize more than $60 million of counterfeit merchandise. And they've had to prepare for new issues that did not exist the last time the Super Bowl was in Tampa, specifically drones. This week, he says they've had to hand out 70 warnings to people flying drones in no drone zones. One person is even in some pretty serious trouble with the federal government now.
There was one individual that was arrested yesterday morning, in the early morning hours, by the FBI for flying in restricted airspace. He was fully aware that he wasn't supposed to be flying his drone, and I guess he let that curiosity, to that desire to have that really cool footage and get the best of him. And again, now he's facing some very serious federal charges.
I have no idea. All right, now if you want to come fly your drone out here and get a shot of the crowds like Peter's doing this morning, showing the 2D fans that are already up, the cardboard cutouts, well, again, you're going to get in some big trouble, and you could face a fine of up to $30,000 from the FAA. I also got a chance to speak with folks over at Tampa Police. They say they too have been pretty pleased with what they've been able to accomplish and keep people safe. They did want to remind everybody, though, that if there's an app that's called the Tampa Safe app, and if you get that and you see something, you can say something. It sends an automatic text to the police department, and they'll respond accordingly. But again, it's all about safety out here today. You're going to see barricades in the area for those that are lucky enough to come out to the game. Make sure you get here with plenty of time to get through all the different checkpoints and inside the stadium. But it's going to be turning out to be a fun day and a beautiful day as well when it comes to the weather. David?
Hopefully everything goes smoothly right now and then moving forward and later on today and this evening as well. Marco, good seeing you.
Good to see those blue skies behind him, too, finally. All right, the Bucs spent the night as a team in a hotel after tweeting out this picture saying they are ready to go. The team will arrive at Raymond James Stadium together on buses. Now, for the Kansas City Chiefs, well, they arrived in Tampa last night. There they are, landing at Tampa International Airport. As their planes taxied down the runway, Chiefs flags flew from the cockpit windows, and our crews were there as the players walked out onto the tarmac to the buses that were waiting for them. Now, the Bucs are working to get you pumped up for tonight's big game. I think everyone is pretty pumped there right now.
We're already there. The team released a hype video all over Twitter. Take a look.
We didn't come home to be a part of history. We came here to own it.
What you gonna do when the opportunity presents itself?
You all ready for this moment right here?
Let's get it, man. How your brother back? That's all we need. It's gonna be enough.
The video highlights the team's hard work through the whole season to prove they deserve to be in this big game later on today and ready for a tough match.
Makes you want to just do a Gronk spike, Leigh.
That is a pump-up video. We didn't come to be a part of history. We came to own it. And look at that Bucs flag now flying under the blue sky. I know you woke up too early this morning on Super Bowl Sunday because of the thunderstorms, but at least they got through here early. It's currently 70 degrees there. The rain is just now seeing the last little bit in southern portion of Highlands County. We're going to see drier and cooler, more comfortable air coming in for the rest of the day. You might even feel a little bit of a breeze. Right now, that breeze is coming out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that's helping to bring the cooler air in. So the farther north that you are, you're already feeling that cool air. 64 in Crystal River. It's 60 in Newport Richey. It's also kind of cloudy in Newport Richey. Then you go down into places where the front has just passed, and we're talking about low to mid 70s and feeling a little bit more humid. So during the day today, temperatures are going to climb up, but only for another couple of hours. We're going to make it to 74 degrees at 1, and then notice how those temperatures drop right on through about 6, 7 o'clock. I mean, couldn't ask for more comfortable football weather. Low to mid 60s during that game. Rain chances are coming to an end. We're going to talk more about the specifics between kickoff and tailgating, all that with your Super Bowl Sunday coming up in just a little bit.
A Spann-tastic forecast.
Gets my seal of approval.
Oh, I love it. We were a little nervous.
We were. All of us.
Everybody. But I'm so glad everything is working out. But we do definitely want to walk you through making sure you enjoy game day, because Ray J is kind of a hot mess if you're going to be driving anywhere near it. It's all because of several lane closures. Himes is closed from MLK down to Columbus. Dale Mabry is closed from MLK down to Columbus Drive as well. And they're not reopening until 8 a.m. on Monday. That's why we're seeing heavy delays on MLK and on Columbus. Those are your alternate routes for getting around Ray J and all of those road closures. Your best one for you, MLK to Lois to Tampa Bay Boulevard. That'll get you right there in front of Ray J. Just remember, you need to leave a little bit early and account for a lot of delays. Now, for those amazing folks that have those tickets who are going to the big game, parking opens at noon. cashless payments, all because of COVID-19. Lots A, B, C, and D will be open for you to park, but remember, you guys can't tailgate there at Ray J. It's going to be a fun night. I'll send it back over to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dina. Almost as exciting as the big game is the halftime show. And this year, the weekend is the headline act.
And it seems the Grammy Award winner is ready, releasing this video on Twitter to promote his performance. So take a look here. It features him enjoying a nice meal in the middle of Raymond James Stadium before it starts raining footballs on him. So we're not quite sure if this is a hint at what's to come. What we do know, though, the Weeknd says he spent $7 million of his own money on the halftime show, and it will involve the pirate ship in some way. So it should be a good time.
We'll be waiting and watching. The Weeknd's halftime show isn't the only big thing connected to today's game in terms of performances. Before the game actually starts, Miley Cyrus is doing a TikTok tailgate for healthcare workers. That's at 2:30. And then just before kickoff, Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan, they're going to join forces to sing the national anthem. And then there's the inaugural poet, Amanda Gorman. She's performing. She'll be reciting a poem.
Well, excitement is building as we get closer and closer to kickoff.
So still to come a look at how the fans are getting ready.
And the Bucs aren't the only ones making history at the big game. No way, still ahead, the female official who is breaking down barriers and setting an example to young girls all across the country.
But first, as we get ready to take you to break, here's a live look at Raymond James Stadium. Look at that field looking beautiful, ready to go for this game. The Sod Father did his thing on that field. We'll be right back. You're watching the Road to the Big Game special on News Channel 8 today. Welcome back. Now, with just hours left to go until the big game later today, the air is electrified, and it's not from this morning's storm.
Oh, no. Fans can barely contain their excitement. Across the Bay Area, they are showing their Bucs pride, ready to cheer the team on to victory. 8 on your sides, Evan Donovan and Amanda Holly are live at the Convention Center in downtown Tampa. What a view you guys have.
Isn't it great?
Not bad.
I know, fantastic. We've got the ship behind us. We've got all the fans around us right here at the Tampa Convention Center. Everybody is fired up and getting ready for today's game.
They all have their Bucs gear on too. A couple of people have their Chiefs gear, but a lot of Bucs fans out here.
Yeah, the Chiefs fans are walking very carefully around here right now. And the big story, I think, right now, Amanda, is storms are gone. Wow. It's actually hot right now.
What a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got blue sky out here, full sunshine, and it's toasty. The temperatures are warming up very fast from where they were this morning, and a lot of folks have their sunglasses on, and that's what we're going to need going throughout the day. So yeah, we couldn't have asked for better weather. The rain came through just in time.
It certainly did. No more raincoats. In fact, ditch the pants. It's time for shorts. Amanda, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I want to bring in 2 big Bucs fans that are standing right over here. Omar and Shane are right next to me here. They actually took this gorgeous boat over here that you see from Anna Maria Island to come up here today. And guys, tell me, you're obviously big Bucs fans. Tell me what brought you here today and what the decision was about the boat.
Well, it's family owned. It's easier for us. And when you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, it's been a while. We got TV now. We got a great team. You can't miss it.
Too. Yeah, that's right.
We're making history.
And you guys, you live around here, Omar. Shane, you came all the way from Texas today.
Yes, sir. Dedicated. I love it. Been a Bucs fan my whole life. I couldn't miss it.
This is exciting, man. I mean, you know, you remember the last one was 18 years ago. You're probably a young man then.
Yes, sir. I was 12 when they won their first Super Bowl.
So this is a lot different. Now, do you guys have tickets? Are you going to the game today?
Yeah,
we're going to the game.
All right.
You're going to see
about.
It's going to be crazy.
Go Bucs!
That's exciting, man. Good for you guys. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all telling me your story.
Yes.
Y'all have fun today.
Don't forget it.
There you go.
Cheers, baby. Yes, sir.
The story tells itself, guys. Everybody's very excited out here at the Convention Center. We'll send it back to you.
Oh, yeah, they're all riled up out there. That's so fun to see. Thanks, Evan.
They got to save their voices. They're going to need it for tonight.
Cheer them on. Well, later today, Sarah Thomas will make history as the first woman to officiate the Super Bowl.
Referees in Kansas like Robin Hobson are jumping for joy. Here's 8 on your side's Josh Benson with that incredible story.
I was so excited and so proud.
Hobson is a female referee for high school basketball and volleyball. Hobson believes Thompson is paving the way for women on the football field.
I think it absolutely makes that dream possible. And I think, maybe we'll see more women in football.
Thomas will be a down judge in charge of the line of scrimmage. She was the NFL's first female on-field official when she joined the league in 2015.
She has put the work in. This isn't just walking on the field and doing a job. She, in the NFL, has to do more than we do in high school.
Carmen Duramis-Kinley has been officiating football games in Kansas the last 2 years. She has yet to see another female official on the field.
It's a little stressful at times because I feel like, I don't want to let anybody down. I want to be that good role model to show them that, hey, look, you can do this as a girl. And that, there's some little girl in the stands that says, hey, look at her.
Duramis-Kinley actually met Sarah Thomas at a conference. They've stayed in contact. Now she's a close mentor.
She just said, keep working hard. Make sure that you're having fun most of all.
From the high school field to the NFL, the advice to women interested in officiating any sport is all the same.
Just do it. We're all here to support you.
Just go out and do the job because it's something that you want to do, and the respect will come. Don't go looking for it.
I love it too. She says that the guys that she officiates with don't look at her as a girl. They look at her as an equal, and it gives her the confidence to go out there and do what she needs to do too.
And that's how that should be, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right, Leigh, we have been looking forward to it all day. That sun is finally shining on Tampa Bay.
It's so nice. I mean, I know it wasn't so nice when it was rocking and rolling overnight, but that was a great time for it to come on through. Interestingly enough, now on Max Offender 8, just near Lake Okeechobee, just to the south of Highlands County. Now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for some strong winds there. A lot of lightning, so you may still be hearing thunder in the southern portion of Highlands County. But as this rumbled through, this is how much rain fell in the last 12 hours. So starting just before midnight last night. North of I-4, maybe about a half an inch to an inch. And there's this swath right along the I-4 corridor from Pinellas to Hillsborough to Lakeland in Polk County, where anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches of rain. And now, goodbye and hello to blue skies. 74 degrees right now in downtown St. Petersburg. Just in the next 5 hours, we're going to see temperatures go up to 74 degrees at 1 p.m. But that's about as warm as it gets, because then we start to notice that cooler and drier air coming in, leaving some patchy clouds in through the early afternoon. You'll notice that nice breeze. By 4 p.m. it's comfortable, but even more importantly, the game looks great. Oh, it was a big-time forecast for a big-time game. 73 degrees for tailgating. Yeah, it might still be a little cloudy at times. Kickoff is clear. 66 degrees, mild. By the time the Bucs are getting their trophy this evening, right around 61 degrees. And a lot of people are taking boats out. North winds 5 to 15 knots now that this cold front has passed. And that's what we'll see throughout the evening. Cooler conditions, but that front stays just to our north, for just to our south for a moment, and then lifts back to the north. So look at that. We're going to be close to 80 as we head into the middle of next week. Deanne? I know there's like no traffic around the Super Bowl.
No, because folks can't even get around that area because so many roads are closed. So it's very important to give yourself extra time if you're headed out to Ray J. But more importantly, after the game on Monday, you want to give yourself a lot of time, especially for those folks who flew into Tampa for the big game. So the Tampa International Airport gave us this great graphic. Basically, they're recommending people to check out of their hotel 5 hours before their flight is set to leave. 4 hours before, they want you to go ahead, head to the airport, get there really early. 3 hours before that flight leaves, go ahead, check in. 2 hours, head on over to your gate, get to TSA. All of this will just make sure that you have plenty of time to get back home safely. I'll send it back over to you.
Great advice, Dee, as always. Thanks. What it takes to get the field ready for the Super Bowl.
We will introduce you to the man in charge of the turf. Stick with us. You're watching News Channel 8's Road to the Big Game Special. Today, Tampa is the center of the football universe.
In about 30 minutes or so, people will start arriving at Raymond James Stadium for this big game matchup.
And 8 on our sides, Paul Lamison is flying around in Eagle 8 HD this morning. Paul, we have a lot of out-of-town guests here in Tampa, too.
Yeah, and if you don't want to bother with the traffic like us, people in the air, you just take your big giant jet right over here at Tampa International. There's a couple of them. Yeah, there's some, but look at all these. Where'd all these people get this money? Look at that. Everybody decided, let's just fly in our jet to the Super Bowl. Now, if you just jump right across the street, there's where the Super Bowl is. So not a long drive at all. So you're good. And the Super Bowl stadium is looking good. Here, I'm going to let you peek inside. Look at the grass, looking fancy. And there's the pirate ship. We want to hear the cannons fire tonight. So Avery, David, I'll throw it back to you. Go Bucs.
That's something special. You hop off your jet, straight to the game.
Easy squeezy.
Oh, my goodness. Now that the rain has stopped, the field should be dried off by kickoff time.
That's right. And this morning, we are meeting the man in charge of the field, affectionately called the Sod Father. So meet 92-year-old George Toma. The historic groundskeeper started his career with the NFL during the first Super Bowl back in the 1960s. He says it takes 6 weeks of hard work to get the turf Super Bowl ready.
And then you have to give the fans in the stands and the fans on TV a field of beauty, and you try to do that with not taking too much money out of the owner coffers.
Toma has no plans to slow down either, saying he would like to continue his work as long as his health allows.
He does an incredible job.
He does.
Coming up, we're checking in again with our very own Dan Lucas. He's talking quarterbacks.
Also, we're going live to Clearwater, where big game celebrations are going to the beach. More of this Road to the Big Game special is up in about 3 minutes. This is your Road to the Big Game special on News Channel 8. It is game day, folks, and here's a live look at Raymond James Stadium from Eagle 8 HD.
And this is, of course, where our Bucs will play the Kansas City Chiefs in just a few hours. So for now, we are eagerly waiting for that 6:30 kickoff. Welcome back on the Super Bowl Sunday. I'm David Espinosa-Hall.
And I'm Avery Cotton. Thanks for joining us. We have live 8 on your side, big game team coverage for you in this half hour.
We got Marco Villarreal. He's at Raymond James Stadium. Beth Rousseau is over celebrating in Clearwater, I should say. And Amanda Holly is standing by with live weather coverage from downtown Tampa.
We will get to all of those live reporters in just a minute. But first, join me over here. Let's go see 8 on your sides, Dan Lucas, sports director. Made it to the big day,
Get in here.
Dan.
Get in here.
What a season
This is
has
something.
been.
I think in 2020, what everybody went through in football, we deserve this matchup.
I am
I
so
think so.
excited. David said we're eagerly awaiting kickoff. I'm sitting over here just like, I cannot wait.
The two quarterbacks, you're going to hear their names quite often during the next, 7 hours or so. And listen, so far in this postseason, we've seen Bucs quarterback Tom Brady prevail in matchups against fellow legends Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Tonight, this feels like a prize fight between the longtime champ and the young, hungry phenom. And even if this is not their last meeting, hints of that, of course, it feels like the passing of a torch if Mahomes and the Chiefs can get the win tonight. For Brady, the ultimate competitor, not ready to step aside. He came to Tampa Bay to show the world that he can win without Bill Belichick in the Patriot way. This is his chance. And the one thing that exists already between Brady and Mahomes, respect.
And the way he's able to dissect defenses before the snap is something that I truly admire, that I'm trying to get to that level. The way he's able to move within the pocket and to be able to reset his feet and be completely calm and still make the throw right on the money, no matter who's around him, is something that I have to continue to work on.
I really admire Patrick for the kind of player he is. He has great command of his team. I know his teammates love playing with him. He's got great charisma. And I think when I see Patrick, I see someone who, again, was, none of these moments are too big for him. And the times that I've had a chance to talk to him off the field, certainly enjoyed it. And he's a great player.
Now, Tom Brady hopes that Mahomes does not repeat his 462-yard performance that he had against the Bucs back in November. Avery and David?
A lot of people are going to be talking about this matchup between these two.
Certainly so.
Thanks so much, Dan. We have Eagle 8 live over Raymond James Stadium. Right now, as we speak, recruits are getting ready for the pregame crowd.
Let's go to 8 on your sides. Marco Villarreal live on the ground at Raymond James Stadium. Hey, Marco, how's it looking?
Hey, good morning. Well, this morning it was looking a little rough about 6 a.m. when we had some storms come through. The NFL had to put a shelter-in-place order around here, so we couldn't do anything until those storms cleared. But now the sun is out. Preparations, the final ones are underway to get ready for the big game, and everybody's really excited. And I can tell you, there's probably no one more excited than the actual mayor of the city of Tampa, Ms. Jane Castor.
Mayor, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about how you're feeling right now. What was the first sight you had when you woke up today?
Oh, just sheer excitement. You know, this has been such a great opportunity for the entire Tampa Bay area for us to show the world that we get to live in paradise. So it's a lot of excitement going up to the games and to the Bucs win. It's just going to be a historical and magical day.
Now, we talk about showing off Tampa, and that's the one thing I've enjoyed this year, or this week, is talking to people from out of town and like, what do you think of our city? It's awesome,
Yes.
right? With the NFL experience, or the Super Bowl experience happening on the Riverwalk and everything going along there, how has that gone? Are you happy with the results?
I'm very happy with the results. And, you know, this is a one-of-a-kind for the Super Bowl and for the NFL as well, talking to Roger Goodell, having the 2.7 miles of the Riverwalk, all of the events outside where we can hold them safely, people can enjoy the excitement. The fireworks off of the pirate ship every hour on the hour at 55 minutes. I mean, just unbelievable. I could not be more proud of our community.
It's fantastic. Now, let's look ahead to the future a little bit. After the game tonight, are you guys ready? What are you thinking when it comes to parties? I know you're asking a lot of people to still stay safe despite everything, right?
Yes, we are. We're asking people to stay home and, you know, try to enjoy the game from their living room safely. If not, ensure that you're wearing a mask, and whenever you can, distance separate. I put an outdoor mask order in place because I knew there were going to be areas that large crowds of fans would congregate and they couldn't socially distance. And people have adhered to that. So let's just do it safely. Tampa's going to win. We've showed how we can put on a Super Bowl. Now let's show how we can put on a celebration safely.
Amen to that. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Good luck to the Bucs, and good luck to you. I hope you have a great day as well.
Thanks, you too. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs. There it is. David Avery, we'll send things back to you.
Great hearing from the mayor. You know what, Marco? We could see the C and the S, so why don't you go ahead and spin around so we can see the Bucs name in the back of your head one more time.
Oh, gosh. All right.
One more time.
It is. That's what happened earlier this week.
There it is. Go Bucs.
Got the haircut.
No one questions your fanhood.
Go Bucs.
Thanks, Marco. Now, as you can see, Eagle 8 is flying high over the stadium right now for us.
So let's check in with Eagle 8 HD reporter Paul Lamison. Paul, Tampa's putting on quite the show. You get to see everything that they have done in the city.
Oh, yeah, Avery, and it's been fabulous up here. It's a beautiful view. Take a look at this. This is where you can start going into the stadium. People are already lined up trying to go in. I guess if you pay that much for your ticket, hey, might as well get your money's worth. Now let's move the camera over and show you a beautiful stadium all decked out and ready to go for the Super Bowl. And just a little further down, that's where the stage is for Miley Cyrus. She'll probably even bust out some old Hannah Montana, Nobody's Perfect. That's a throwback to all the little kids who knew Miley Cyrus. I have little girls, so I know her. So there you go. Let's party in Tampa Bay. Woohoo! Put your hands up.
Paul, you got to sing it for
some
us.
Miley.
It's a party in the Tampa Bay.
Put your hands up.
We know you got the CD with you.
Butterflies fly away. Back to you. Party in Tampa Bay.
Eagle 8 HD gonna fly away now.
Paul has that CD for sure.
Yes. Thanks, Paul. Okay, so now for your big game weather, let's go over to Max Finner 8 meteorologist. Leigh Spann is someone who can finally relax right now because the weather was dicey this morning.
You know, and we've been stressing about this for about 2 weeks because usually a cold front comes in and sweeps on through and we don't worry about it. This one gave us some problems. Was it going to come through? Was it going to stall out? Is it going to rain on the big game? Well, it came through, and it let it be known that it was coming through last night with the strong thunderstorms. But look what it has left us with now. Clear skies. It's warm. It's sunny. Folks from all around the world are in town, and they are basking in our warm sunshine. The last of the rain now just to the south of Highlands County. Actually, some pretty strong storms near Lake Okeechobee. Temperatures, look what a difference, from 64 in Crystal River to about 71 in Sebring. So that cooler and, more importantly, less humid air is coming in. Your dew points, the lower the dew point, the drier, more comfortable air. And we're really starting to see that filter on in on some strong winds coming out of the northwest. I'm giving a very specific, fantastic scale for the Super Bowl. An 8 out of 8, the kickoff around 66, final play at 61. So, yeah. That gets my fantastic seal of approval, and I couldn't be any more excited for a great weather for a football game, Deanne. Woo!
Woo, 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 woo. Fantastic. plastic. That's what I'm talking about. Sounds good to me. Thanks, Leigh. Good morning, everyone. So basically, we want to get you through this Super Bowl Sunday, walking you through some road closures, maybe some bumps you're going to run into if you're heading around Ray J. Himes is closed. Dale Mabry is closed. And we're seeing delays on all of your alternate routes. So it's important that you leave really early. We already saw from Paul, folks are out there. MLK to Lois to Columbus, to Tampa Bay Boulevard. That's going to be your best route to actually get to Ray J. Columbus Drive and McDill Avenue, also some good options for you. You only have a few more minutes. Parking opening around noon. Cashless payments for those folks heading out there, all because of COVID. No tailgating at Ray J, but still, y'all heard from Paul. It's a party in Tampa Bay. We're all excited. Just go out there and be safe. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Dee. So a big historic flyover kicks off the big game.
You got to find out where those planes are coming from and how long it will take them to get here. Then we're going to go live to this party in the Bay Area.
We sent 8 on your side's Beth Rousseau there to show us around. That's coming up next. For now, though, stick with us. You are watching The Road to the Big Game Special on News Channel 8.
Welcome back. Local Bucs fans are getting hyped up for the Super Bowl showdown.
Your official Bucs station is showing you the festivities underway all across the Bay Area. So let's go to 8 on your side's Beth Rousseau live at Clearwater Beach, where fans are showing their spirit in sand. Good morning.
Good morning, David and Avery, and there are so many fans out here getting their game day underway. You can see them snapping pictures, and we want to show you what they're snapping pictures of. What sweeter way to welcome these fans than with the sugar sand here at Clearwater Beach. You've got Brady, you got Mahomes. They are ready for this Super Bowl matchup, and fans say they are so happy it's happening right here in Tampa Bay.
Raise the flags. Go Bucs.
First responders and fans in Clearwater are bringing the spirit for the Buccaneers. Bay. Locals are all in on the Bucs.
Go Bucs. Go Brady, go Bucs.
But like the sand says, they're more than happy to welcome fans from Kansas City.
The whole place is overrun down here in Clearwater with Chiefs fans. They're everywhere. It's way more Chiefs fans than Bucs, but I think that's just a function of Tampa Bay being the home team.
Beach businesses are looking for a boost from the fans. Visitors tell 8 on your side they're enjoying Bay Area restaurants and sites as they lay out their prediction for Sunday's showdown.
I think the young kid gets the best, and we go home by 3, maybe 31-28, something along those lines.
I want to say the Bucs. I'm feeling the jitters. I definitely think we got a good chance, and we could pull it off.
Both sides say they'll play nice until kickoff time.
Go Chiefs.
Go Bucs?
No.
Go Bucs! And there he is, the man that we are hoping will lead the Bucs to a Super Bowl title. We talked to bar and restaurant owners out here in Clearwater Beach. They tell us that they will be staying open later, regardless of the outcome. But David and Avery, we are hoping that it's so that we can celebrate a Buccaneers win.
Certainly. So at least you tried to get the Chiefs fan to say go Bucs. Good effort.
I had to. There's so many of them out here, but he wasn't playing my game.
Stay strong, Beth. Stay strong.
Good seeing you, Beth. Now, we talked a lot about Bucs quarterback Tom Brady and his winning spirit this season, and rightly so.
But winning spirits can also be found off the football field. For example, News Channel 8's Albert Owens, also known as Buckified Bert. He is the beaded super fan in dark glasses. He wears a pirate ship on his head and a cape around his neck at every single game. There he is. And today will not be any different. Buckified Bert is, in a word, his word, phenomenal.
I was like wanting to be one of those type of fans that not just fanatical, but fanatical to be phenomenal in the community. And make my colleagues happy, as well as my parents happy, and the people who care about me happy.
And Buckified Bert was inducted into the Football Hall of Fame's Fan Association in 2017 for devotion to the team and Tampa Bay's youth. More than a decade ago, Albert began awarding $1,000 scholarships to outstanding high school students in the Bay Area. And Leigh, he does a lot of this in his mother's name, and I know she would be very, very proud of him.
We are all proud of him as we get ready. Everybody getting their Bucs gear on. Yeah, it's time to play. We have waited 18 years, And now it's right in our backyard as the Bucs flag flies right over One Buck Place. That's what all the Chiefs fans will be seeing, that huge Bucs flag. It's currently 70 degrees. We had the rain come through, so the last of the showers now just to our south. 74 for the high temperature. That happens around 1, and then throughout the evening, temperatures dropping, cooler, less humid air. Let's send it out to my colleague Amanda Holly, where she is out in it. You can't see me, Amanda, but I'm wearing a Bucs jersey right now.
Oh, I love it. Leigh, you got to be in the spirit just like all of these folks are out here. We've got Bucs fans, we've got Chiefs fans, and we couldn't ask for better weather. I know you and I were in the studio early this morning tracking those storms, but those are a thing of the past. We've got bright blue sky, warm temperatures right now, but by the time we get to this afternoon, we'll see those temperatures start to fall a little bit, actually, with a cool northerly breeze, and we'll be dropping into the 60s for kickoff this evening. It's going to be perfect for football weather. We have a really great window, honestly, because we had the storms this morning. It's going to be dry, less humid, and cool this evening, and we'll have to bring in those rain chances again tomorrow. So tonight, maybe a light jacket, but nobody's going to have to worry about the weather. It's all going to be about celebrating a big Bucs win, Leigh.
You know, it bodes well, the fact that the Tampa Bay weather was able to be so winning that we might actually win the game, right? I mean, because all signs had to point just perfectly in order to get this weather, cold front to come through and allow that cooler air to come in, and no rain. So if the weather can cooperate, I think the Bucs also will make the victory. North winds 5 to 15 knots. I know a lot of people are taking that boat out today, enjoying the clear, cool conditions. That's going to head to the south, but as Amanda mentioned, really about 12 hours from now, we're going to start to see that warm front start to lift back to the north. So Monday, we add in some spotty showers, and folks, we are not done with warm, humid air by any means. It's going to be close to 80 through the middle of next week. We have to wait until the end of next week before we get another sort of slow-moving cold front increasing our rain chances. But all eyes are on this evening's forecast, which, thank goodness, is turning out to be very comfortable. Tomorrow, we bring back the 20% rain chance. There you can see the high temperature there of around 80 degrees. But go Bucs! The whole community is coming together to cheer on this team. So nice. Deanne, how's traffic?
Well, we will get to Deanne in just a second. I tell you what, that is a fantastic football forecast.
She's rocking that jersey very well.
She is.
Coming up, a last look around the Bay Area as we all get pumped up for the big game.
Here's what it looks like outside this morning from Eagle 8 HD. There it is, Raymond James Stadium, just waiting for the players and the fans to fill it up for Super Bowl 55. This is the Road to the Big Game special on News Channel 8.
So it took about 11 hours, but it was well worth it.
Some Bay Area students are getting their big break today. The women's flag football teams from Alonzo and Robinson high schools spent those hours with Nike, starring in a commercial. That's big time. That commercial is tied to a $5 million pledge to support women's flag football and make it a national varsity sport. So good job for them. That's amazing. All right, we cannot wait for kickoff. We have finally made it to game day. Taking a live look now from Eagle 8 HD. This is where it's all going down tonight, Raymond James Stadium. David, can you believe we are finally here?
We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. People from this area have been waiting almost 20 years for this moment, and a lot of fans have probably already lost their voices.
And look, there's some of our Tampa Bay Buccaneers painted on the side of Raymond James Stadium as we take a look from the ground there right now. And some of these banners, too, I want to point out that it thanks our frontline healthcare heroes. So I thought that was a nice touch here at Raymond James Stadium, where the Chiefs and the Bucs, guys, it's all happening.
It's going down.
So, ladies, what are you most looking forward to with this game?
Oh, man.
A win.
Yeah,
a
win. And to be honest, though, I want a good game. I want to kind of be on the edge of my seat. I don't want it to be a blowout.
I agree. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you at 11 a.m.
Go Bucs!
Go Bucs!